Hello, my name is Maria Fernanda, and today I'm going to talk about the most precious insect in the world, the firefly. The most distinctive characteristic of the lampreyts or firefly is their nocturnal courtship, which consists of a complicated dialogue between the males and the females of a species. Typically, males patrol in search of a couple with a characteristic while emitting sequence of light flashes, characteristic of each species. Females of the same species can respond with specific flashes and must, thus mating can occur. On warm nights, it is possible to see the female fireflies up to attract the males that fly over. If they feel threatened or attracted, they turn off the light. They generate light in intervals of 6 or 8 seconds by means of a special organ located under the cuticle, ectodermal, located in a ventral part of the abdomen. This light is produced by the process of oxidation of luciferin that in the presence of the enzyme luciferase, which occurs very quickly. This process is called bioluminescence and emits a bright light with a little elevation of temperature. Some species emit light with defined patterns of variation in the intervals and the number of flashes. Everyone knows why fireflies are called that, but few people can know how these insects produce its characteristic of brightness. Fireflies have a special light organs located under the abdomen. When they absorb oxygen, it is combined within special cells with a substance called luciferin, as I said before, and reacts producing this beautiful light without hardly generating heat. The light of the firefly is usually intermittent and shines in a specific way in each species. Normally, this light is yellow. Each way to shine in an optical signal that helps the fireflies to find possible partners. Scientists do not know exactly how insects regulate the process of turning their lights on and off. The light of the firefly could also serve as a defense mechanism by using a clear signal that the insect is not an appetizing snack. In other words, to defend themselves of another predator insects. In fact, that even the larvae luminescence seems to support this theory. The females deposit their eggs on the ground, and that is where the larvae develop into adulthood. The larvae feed themselves under the earth of worms and slugs, numbing them by injecting a paralyzing fluid. That's how they defend themselves of a predator insects. Adults refrain from eating this kind of prey and usually feed on nectar or pollen. although some adults do not eat any food. The fireflies live in warm places. They are characterized by having a pair of thin and articulated antennae, elytra, and modified prothorax that almost cover the head. In most of the species, the sexual dimorphism is very noticeable, while the males reach a complete development similar to one of the other Coleoptera. The females conserve a larvario aspect, with elytras reduced similar to one of the other Coleoptera. The females conserve a larvario aspect, with elytras reduced to scales, and they're more like a pillbox that tuberculous with legs straddling the wings, unable to fly. So, some days after the coupling, the female lays fertilized eggs low from the surface of the earth. The eggs are incubated for 3 to 4 weeks, and then the larvae, which have simple eyes, emerge from them. Some make underwood burrows, and others in the bark of trees. Firefly larvae, known as light worms, feed on small snails and slugs, as I said before. They paralyze them with digestive fluid and digests the body of the mollusk and then suck their food. After months of feeding, they become a pupae for 7 to 20 days and then emerge as an adult, immature. There are few things more charming, in every sense of the word, than the fireflies in the night. The memory of fireflies when we were children can be one of the most fantastic. Tiny insects emitting these lights here and there hallucinatingly. But in addition to its charmistic show of light, the fireflies are wonderful insects. Now that it has become fashionable to eat insects, at least the fireflies will be safe, because apparently they know horrible. It can add smell. This their blood contains a substance called lucibofangina, which is a defense steroid that has an unbearable taste. The predators associate that the bad taste with the light of the firefly and learn to not eat bugs that shine. It can defend the firefly when in their ecosystems. If every summer you see fewer fireflies, you are not alone. Populations are in decline due to the combination of light pollution, use of pesticides, and destruction of habitats. According to the Smithsonian, if you pave a field where the fireflies live, they will not migrate to another field. They would simply disappear forever. The extinction of its light is the extinction of its species. So, in this video, I learned a lot of the fireflies, and I know that this is an interesting insect, and we have to be conscient and save this world. Thank you. and solve this problem. That's all.